Did you know President Franklin D. Roosevelt's grandkids lived lives as fascinating as his own, but you probably never heard their stories? We're diving deep into the compelling, often surprising journeys of Franklin D. Roosevelt Jr.'s 5 children. Stick around, because the secrets and surprises of the Roosevelt lineage will keep you glued to the screen. Number 4. Franklin Delano Roosevelt III, born July 19, 1938, in Philadelphia. Franklin III's parents were Franklin Roosevelt Jr., a prominent politician and son of FDR, and Ethel DuPont, an heiress from the famously wealthy DuPont family. Talk about being born with a silver spoon. But unlike typical heirs to wealth and political power, Franklin III chose to walk a different, intellectual path. After completing his studies at Yale, Columbia, and the New School, Franklin III became an academic powerhouse, eventually earning a PhD. But here's the kicker. His dissertation was on Marxist economic theory, quite a bold move for someone from one of America's wealthiest political dynasties. He didn't just rest on family laurels. He actively critiqued capitalism and advocated progressive economic ideas. Franklin III spent most of his career teaching economics at Sarah Lawrence College. He authored a textbook, Understanding Capitalism, breaking down complicated economic theories into something everyone could grasp. Franklin III was passionate about making economics more equal, fair, and less exploitative, ironically challenging the very system that had enriched his ancestors. While he dedicated his professional life to economics, Franklin III stayed connected to his family's legacy. He actively participated in commemorations of his grandparents, notably speaking about their historical impact and advocating for the preservation of their progressive values. Franklin III married Grace Rumsey Goodyear in 1962. The couple had 3 children, Phoebe Louisa, Nicholas Martin, and Amelia Amy Roosevelt. Amelia even became a successful concert violinist. Clearly, talent runs in the family. Number 3. Christopher DuPont Roosevelt, born on December 21, 1941. Growing up, Christopher likely heard endless tales of politics and industry, yet he chose his own unique path, law and environmental conservation. After graduating from the University of Virginia and Georgetown Law, Christopher started as a hotshot lawyer at a prominent New York firm before shifting to public service as an assistant U.S. attorney. But here's where his story takes a fascinating turn. In 1974, Christopher became the head of the Oceanic Society, a pioneering marine conservation group. Under his leadership, the organization flourished, expanding significantly, initiating groundbreaking expeditions, combining tourism with environmental protection, and even publishing a popular magazine on oceanic awareness. Christopher didn't stop there. He also helped found the Maritime Aquarium in Norwalk, Connecticut, a beloved public institution dedicated to ocean education and conservation. Clearly, Christopher found his calling in protecting our oceans long before saving the environment was cool. Beyond conservation, he continued a distinguished legal career and even ventured into travel entrepreneurship, founding a cruise network aimed at responsible tourism. And just like his brother, Christopher stayed deeply involved in preserving the Roosevelt family legacy. He became vice chairman of the Roosevelt Campobello International Park Commission, ensuring his grandfather's beloved retreat remains preserved for generations. Christopher married Rosalind Havemeyer, further linking him to another notable American dynasty. Together, they navigated lives filled with public service, environmental advocacy, and historical preservation. Number 3. Eleanor Roosevelt Seagraves, born on March 25, 1927. Famously nicknamed Sisty, Eleanor witnessed her grandmother, First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt, champion global human rights, women's empowerment, and progressive social policies. Imagine bedtime stories coming straight from Eleanor Roosevelt herself. Talk about inspiring. Eleanor's own career focused on education and preserving historical legacies. She earned a master's degree in library science, and became a dedicated librarian and editor, publishing historically significant works like Delano's Voyages of Commerce and Discovery and the beloved Val-Kill Cookbook, bringing a personal touch to Roosevelt family history. She actively preserved her grandmother's humanitarian legacy, helping run annual picnics at Val-Kill for disadvantaged youths. As of today, at nearly 100 years old, Eleanor continues to participate in democratic political events and shares intimate memories of her iconic grandmother with new generations. Married to Van H. Seagraves since 1948, Eleanor had 3 children, Nicholas, David, and Anna, each carrying forward the Roosevelt values in their own ways, keeping the family's public service flame alive. Number 2, Nancy Roosevelt, Ireland. Born January 11, 1952, Nancy Roosevelt Ireland has spent her life balancing her storied family legacy with her own impactful career. Educated at Vassar, Cambridge, and Columbia, Nancy dove straight into public service in New York City, tackling issues of criminal justice and affordable housing for a decade during Mayor Ed Koch's tenure. Nancy didn't just stop at government service. She actively participated in various nonprofits, championing education, women's rights, and helping disadvantaged youth. In 2008, showing entrepreneurial spirit, she launched A Sharp Eye, a lifestyle platform empowering women through information and inspiration. Yet Nancy always